Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How are we doing today? I have a lot of work to do today, and so I thought, let's hang out and do some sprints. So how are we doing? How is everything going? Let's see. I gotta figure out 2 seconds. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. I just want to make sure that things are working because I haven't done sprints in a while. Let's be honest, but we got to get used to it. We got to get used to doing sprints again because Amazing Readathon is happening in June, and I got to do sprints. So how are we? I am. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna put up. That's not gonna work. I had a little graphic of the books that I was reading, but it's going right where the chat is. So that doesn't work. But I'm reading Daddy Issues by Kate Goldbeck today. That is the plan. It's on audio. I'm reading it for a vlog, but it was also in my April TBR. So that's the plan today. I'm also working on editing. I'm working on projects for my authors. And then if I get all that done, then I'm going to work on diamond painting my book cover that I've been doing for my author for Polycon, because then my author for BookCon also wants one. So I have like a week to get 2 books done. It's great. It's great. We can do this. But how are we all? Hello. Happy Tuesday. Now, I actually don't normally do an intro. On Patreon sprints, I don't do intros, but on public sprints, it takes a minute for everybody to kind of come in. And so that's why I did a little intro. But Patreon sprints, we don't normally do intros because we're just here to chat. But I'm trying to make things official and making things like look a little bit more professional. Like I know what I'm doing. Like I've been on the internet for longer than 2 minutes. It's fine. Hello, working this morning. About to take a lunch break. Very nice. I need to eat lunch at some point. And then I do have to drop Schmidt off at the groomer in like 2 hours. So we have to like time up our sprints for that. Working today, listening to Silver Elite. Nice. Just in time because Broken Dove is coming out soon. Hello. Currently reading Downfall by Mark J. Gregson, but wanting to be reading Rights of the Starling. A mood. Honestly, a mood. I probably will not get to that this month just because I have so many other things going on, but I will be reading it at some point in the near future. Been sick, trying to get some chores done and listening to The King of Ashes. Very nice. But honestly, if you're sick, like maybe just take a relaxing day. That's how I was yesterday. I had a really bad migraine yesterday, and so I did not do a whole lot. So I'm paying for it today, but it was nice to kind of relax a little bit. Hello, working from home, listening to When the Moon Hatched. Nice. That's a really good audiobook. Hello. Hello. Like the starting screen helps with the ad buffer. That is also another thing is that like I don't think that there will ever be an ad longer than 30 seconds. And so this kind of like gives that little buffer. But also like when I go on for literally like 15, 20 seconds, it's like 0 people watching. And I'm like, I know there's at least somebody here. So yeah. Hello from work. Ew, gross. Who wants to adult today, honestly? Yes, yeah, it comes out like what, May 5th, I think? Question mark. I have notes because I just filmed my anticipated releases video. I want to say it's early May. So I'm very excited about that one. Hello, 20 pages left into Woven by Gold. Oh my gosh. That's such a good one. And like the ending, how are you not just reading right now? Because that cliffhanger, you're gonna want to go right into Forged by Balance. So but I hope you're having a fantastic time. Hello, hug the like button. Thank you on lunch, but I have to return to the children soon. Again with the adulting, it's not fun. Yeah. You're the 5th. Yeah, it's the 5th or the 12th. There's so many books coming out this month. It's not even funny. Let's see. Yeah. YouTube anticipated releases. The 19th, actually. We were both wrong. Fury Bound. Sable Sorensen, Direbound. That one comes out on the 5th. Broken Dove comes out on the 19th. I wish I could do my job from bed. Truly. Truly. I wish. That would be so nice. Can't we all just adult from bed? Like, really? Do we have to do things? May has so many. And I mean, April has a lot too. Honestly, this whole quarter does. June, not so much, but like April and May, there's so many. And then September and October also are going to be ridiculous. As far as like big releases. And I have 2 authors that are putting out books in the fall. And I actually just had a meeting with one of them last week because she's like, "Oh, I'm hoping for like September or October." And I was like, "Here's the thing. You have to have it done by the time that ACOTAR 6 comes. Like, we have to have already released." I was like, and it's Dark Academia Romantasy. And so I was like, you need to fit right in the middle of Ninth House 3 and ACOTAR 6. That's what we need. And then Jill Astor, the second Obsidian Sky is supposed to come out this fall too. And I was like, okay, we need to beat out ACOTAR. And then also like Empyrean 4 is in the process of being written now. So I have to kind of work around that. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Perhaps. But that's what I had on my notes. But I could be wrong. Yeah, so many new releases came out today. Yeah, there's so many. It is that time of the year. Right? I thought so too. So I think we're hoping for like the 22nd, I believe is the plan, whatever that Tuesday is. That's the plan right now. But the book is still at the editor. So we're like, okay, we gotta move things along. Trying to finish my physical read of Frankenstein. Nice. Then starting the Silversmith, hoping to start the audio of Rights of the Starling as well. Is it the same narrators as Shield of Sparrows? Because I loved those narrators. I think they did so well together. All right, so if you're new here, if you have not been around sprints, I am going to do 45-minute sprints. I may or may not have my camera on. We're going to get it sometime in May. Great. We're all just wrong. It's fine. I would prefer the 5th to the 19th. That would be even sooner. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to do 45-minute sprints, and then we'll come back and we'll chat and we'll do, we'll talk about how we did, and then we'll just do that for a few hours. I don't know how long we're planning on going. I'm not going to make any promises as how long we're going. I'm just trying to be productive, and I know that if I'm on sprints, I'll be productive. That is the plan. So yeah, okay. Let me make the timer a little bit bigger, and I thought I liked the circle. I don't think I like the circle. Reading Dagger Mouth. Nice. I hope you're loving it. Okay, well then we will see you in 45 minutes. Let me bring up my timer, and I'll see you in 45. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How was the first sprint? We did have some people join us. Hello, Lexi. Hello, Rye. Hello. Wondering if there's going to be any sprints. Found them today. Well, there you go. You're here. Hello, welcome. Reading Ashes in the Star-Cursed King. I hope you're loving this. I got to chapter 28 of Daddy Issues. I am having an existential crisis with this book, and not in a good way. In a way of what really is a 3-star book and what does that mean? It's fine. I think that it will work for a lot of people. It's not necessarily working for me, but it's not bad. Does that make sense? Anyway, I have a full-on existential crisis in my vlog that will come out next week. It's great. But I am reading, let's see. I'm trying to read 150 pages a day of something. And I started on page 175 and I'm on page 220. So we're making progress. Also, there's water on my desk from my coffee cup this morning. That's so great. How did we do it today? Listening to Wind Witch currently. Nice. Also, hello. Finished my lunch break, made my commute. Good job. Got to chapter 1 of chapter 21. See, I can talk. I have a meeting in 30 minutes. Oh, meetings are the worst. Meetings on Tuesdays are the worst. Reading In Her Own League. Is this the Liz Tomford book? The new Liz Tomford? I'm enjoying it very much. Currently on chapter 56. Getting near you are getting close to the end. I enjoyed this. I don't think it's my favorite from Carissa Broadbent, and I know that that's a unpopular opinion. I liked the second duology, I think, more, but most people didn't. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. Redecorated my Kindle. I love doing that. I need to redo mine because mine still has the football stuff from my cruise when I was reading football romances. I just don't know what I want to change it to. Maybe we could do a spring theme. We could do romantasy. I don't know, because I'm going to a Polycon. So it could be a thing. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. How are you liking it? Got to chapter 34. Nice. This is yes and no, because I actually prefer having morning meetings, or at least I did when I was working in an office, only because I was always afraid I would miss the meeting if it was in the middle of the day. And so I'd have to set an alarm because I don't look at my clock during the day. Outlook kind of tells you, hey, you have a meeting in 15 minutes. So that's nice. But I always felt less productive up until the meeting. But that's just me. My brain doesn't work very well, so it's fine. Ate lunch, read 4 chapters of Frankenstein. Nice. Yes, fun. Oh, good. I'm glad you're loving it. I know that a lot of people have really enjoyed it. So, that's good. Okay. So I did sprint math wrong. I should have done an hour sprint the first one, because here's the thing. I have to drop off Schmidt, and then sit there for about 15 minutes in an hour. Which doesn't equate for good time. It'll end up being a very long sprint, and that is not great. So I think what we're going to do is do a short sprint, maybe a 25-minute sprint. So it'll be a quick little jumpstart sprint, and then we'll go back to our normal sprints, just so I can get a little bit of sprint math back on track. After that, we'll be fine. I can go for a couple of hours after that. I just thought it was Schmidt's appointments, every other one is just a really quick, like we trim his face. And that one I just sit there and wait for him. And for some reason I was thinking it was his like big groom today, where I would just drop him off and it would be fine. That's not the case. So I have to sit there. So that's probably what we'll do. I'm gonna do like a short sprint. Just so that you are aware of what is going on. I like morning meetings too because my rest of my day is unbroken. This also is thing like especially if I have like a big project that I'm working on, that I just like want to spend several hours in. If I have to stop doing it and go into a meeting and then come back to it, my productivity, my motivation is all off. But yeah, might be why I like midday meetings so I can get things done in the morning and before meetings. This makes sense. I like having like when I worked at an office, I would get there about 7:30. I would usually like to schedule my meetings between like 8:30 and 10 because then I could have a little bit of time just to like get ready in the morning, have my coffee, like know what I was doing in that meeting, but not enough time to like start a project. A spring whimsical theme. Oh, I love that. Florals, fairies, animals for my Kindle. I love that. That's so cute. So cute. Okay, let me reset this timer because I'm gonna have to fix that. Focus timer. Okay. Don't have meetings, but I like to do my errands in the morning so I can stay home and do home stuff the rest of the day. Also, the same thing. I have learned that grocery shopping on Monday mornings is so nice because it is like there's not very many people there. And also, they adjust, like, if I go between like 9 and 10, they've already done all of their markdowns. And so, like, I found like a pack of meatballs yesterday for $2, which, like, it was almost a pound of meat for $2. I would not have been able, but because like it was gonna go bad in like I think 48 hours. So then like that's what we had for dinner last night. And it was great to be able to spend like between like that and the sides and everything. I think I spent $5 on the whole dinner. Like you can't do that. That's jealous of the Monday morning shopping. I'm sorry. It's been kind of nice to be able to do that. Okay, so we're gonna do a 25-minute sprint, so it'll be kind of quick. Maybe it's a stretch break, maybe go for a walk, do something like that, and then we'll come back and then yeah. Oh yeah, then the foods go bad by late in the week. This is so true. I've also learned freezing stuff kind of helps that, but then you always forget it and then you're like, oh, I have this in the freezer and I have to use it tonight, but it's not thawed. So I understand that. Okay, well, I will see you all in 25 minutes. Hello, welcome back. I did not read in that sprint. I did the dishes and then I ate some lunch really fast and then posted a couple of trial reels. So that was a work sprint for me. But how did you guys do? One of my authors had a cover reveal today, and another one of my authors, we're working on, like, her release comes out next month, and so we're just working on, like, ramping up that ramping up the excitement for that. So yeah, it's been fun. I can't wait to read it. Have I started reading it? No, because it's like 500 pages long and there's no audiobook for it yet, which is fine, but it's all good. Read around 30 pages of Daggermouth, 21% in. So nice. That's so good. I can't wait till we have an audiobook for that one. And also, oh my gosh, the new cover for Daggermouth, I'm obsessed with. I love that new cover. It is so pretty. It's like, I mean, I like the old one. Nothing wrong with that, but like I feel like the new one got the essence of the book, and like it still really paid homage to the original cover, but it just like had such a glow up, and I cannot wait. And I also cannot wait to see like special editions on that, because that book boxes are gonna do it. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. Right? It's so pretty. Work for me too, but it was productive. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need a quick productive sprint just to kind of jumpstart things. It's great. I did tell Schmidt he was going to get his haircut and he's not happy about it. That's fine. 69% through Wind Witch. Very nice. Are you enjoying that one? I still seriously never really started. Because I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't start that one. I don't know. Currently starting chapter 61 of Ashes in the Starkers King. Dear Lord, I'm growing anxious. No, but really, the ending of that book is like lightning speed. You're like on the edge of your seat until the end of that book. So I understand that. This sounds not fun. So I am so sorry. When I was in college, which was like back in the age of the dinosaurs, and I was a psychology major, and so I had a lot of reading to do. So I understand this. And I would sit in the library and I would put little like gummy bears or something on different parts of the page. And then when I got to that part in the page, I would eat the gummy bear. And that was the only way that I would read these books, because it was so much. So I understand. I was not a fan of reading back in the day. Hello. Just joined a few minutes ago. By reading First Time Caller and or The Will of the Mini. Might switch between them. Two very different vibes for books. So it's a good way to break it up. I loved First Time Caller. It was so cute. I didn't like. I liked the new one, and Now Back to You. I liked it. It just didn't like it as much as the first one. I don't know why. It just didn't work quite as well, but it's still good. Also, I think a lot of people really love the second one. So again, unpopular opinions over here. We have a lot of them. Trying to finish it so I can get to Sight Witch for a live show. Fun. Crush about the fact that I don't think I can finish it tonight, as I have to go to bed soon, or my colleagues tomorrow morning will not be happy. This is so fair. This is so fair. Again, adulting. It's not fair. Can we just get paid to read? Can we just read for a living? I'm a history major. So no, okay, yeah, I understand this. My husband was a history major. So yeah, it's dry. Some of that stuff is dry. I don't know why they haven't made a way for history to be like I mean, they have. They It's just some stuff is you gotta get through it. I understand. I've dismissed students for the day, now getting things done while I listen to Shield of Sparrows as a reread. Pick up the new one when I'm off. Yay, how exciting. I feel like I probably don't need to reread Shield of Sparrows. I'll probably look up like a recap because I read Shield of Sparrows during the Goodreads Choice Awards last year, and so I remember what happened, but I was reading Romantasy back to back to back, and so there is a possibility that things got muddled. So I will probably at least go and find like a recap of it. But I don't think I need to reread it. Like it. I know what happened. I remember what happened. So I get that. Okay, I'm going to do a 60-minute sprint. I might even do like a 75-minute sprint, which I know is long. I'm so sorry. We'll go back down after this next one. I just don't want like something to happen and then me come back, like the timer go off and me be stuck in my car somewhere and I can't change anything. So just for this moment, we'll do a longer sprint. I always forget, like, should I write down his appointments? Yes. But I got my the text message notification yesterday being like, Schmidt's appointment is tomorrow at 1 p.m. And I was like, not only is that the worst possible time, it's the day I scheduled sprints. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. We're gonna do another sprint. I'm gonna go take Schmidt to his appointment. For one class, one lecture can make boring stuff interesting, but for other lectures, can make the interesting stuff so boring. I have so much respect for professors, specifically history and like government ethics, like those type of professors that can make stuff like that interesting. Because I remember being in when I was in college, there was one class you had to take, and you could take art history, music history, or I can't remember what the other one was, because I took music history. And that professor was so good at like taking making it music history can be interesting, but like I feel like those like the professors that can make it really interesting, or make it like engaging, make it something that like you're going to remember 5-10 years down the road, if nothing else because like the professor was really good, then like I don't know, I have so much respect for them. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Yeah. I'll have to leave during the next sprint. Yeah, well, good night. Thank you for hanging out. I'm going to be doing these at least once a month leading up until June. We might try to dip. I don't know, it just depends on the schedule, leading up to June, because obviously once we hit Amazing Readathon, there's going to be lots of stuff happening. So I'm trying to get back into the habit of doing sprints again. Journalism can be interesting, but the lectures don't make it. Yeah, the lectures don't make it fun. I follow weirdly enough, a football YouTuber, but he used to be a history teacher, and he does these like Friday night Q&As where like every once in a while he'll do a history lesson, and I will sit there and listen to it for 4 hours, and he's talking about like the time between World War I and World War II. It's not even like a huge pivotal moment in history. Like it's not a war, it's not anything like that, but like just like the way that society, because he does a lot of like sociology I try to say psychology, sociology in it. And I'll sit there for 4 hours and listen to him. And I'm like, why couldn't you have been my history professor back in the day? So yeah, no, I get that. Okay. Okay. I'm going to reset the timer and we will go back to sprinting, and I will see you in an hour and 15 minutes. Hello, welcome back. Thank you for being patient with me so I could go do a long sprint. I have 42 minutes left of this sprint or of this book. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to read after that. And then I have like one more post that I need to make for authors, and then I'm done. So then I can start working on diamond painting, which is all I want to do. So how was your sprint? How did you do? Let me go back and fix this so that we go back to normal timers. I know how to do math. Anyways, I am in the middle of I'm vlogging. Well, I'm vlogging a reading habits vlog right now. So I'm not actually like, I mean, I'm talking about this book, but there's not like any reason why I'm reading this book other than my Patreon just decided, because yesterday I needed to start the book and I didn't know what I wanted to read and I didn't want to make any decisions. So I gave them 4 options and I was like, here, pick for me, whatever one you want. And that's what we did. Hello, how are you? 83% of Wind Witch. Off work, trying to get organized. How was your day at work? Did you have any crazy things happen to you today? Or was it relatively normal? Read a little from Modern History, watched a bit of an episode of a show about World War II. Ooh, nice. Which one was it? My husband loves watching historical shows. I am not so fond of them, other than like alternate history style shows. Like I really like The Man in the High Castle. But that's not actually a history show. But my husband really likes them. So let me know what it was. Maybe he's watched it. And if not, I'll give it to him as a recommendation. Got through my meeting, finally having a late lunch, catching up on YouTube, paused my reading. You know, that happens. But I'm glad that your meeting was not super crazy. Should have listened to my sick body because I tired myself out trying to do chores. That's the worst. Going to let myself relax and start The Blood of Old Kings. Nice. I hope that you are feeling better. Yeah, take a rest, take a nap, rest your body. Feel better, because that's the worst. Hello, how are you? Today's drama. If you wouldn't barbecue in a room with no windows, and is all closed in, you shouldn't incinerate things in said room. That seems obvious. However, I know the people that you work with, and they can't find doors. So I don't know what that means. Reading across I can read A Court of Frost and Starlight. I tried to say the first 2 words at the same time and I said across. That's not a word, Brie. It's all good. It's all good. Finished work. We'll be heading to my local bookstore to pick up Blood Singer by Juliet Cross. Oh yeah, that one came out too. It's a historical documentary show about World War II in the Netherlands. The main show is called The Story of the Netherlands. I'll have to see if he's watched that one or not. Like I said, my husband was a history major. He was going to be a history teacher. Then he realized he didn't really like kids, or at least not high schoolers. He didn't like high schoolers. He liked the little kids, not so much the older ones. And so then he's not a high school teacher or a history teacher, but that's what he went to school for. So he does like watching those kind of things. Liked Blood of the Old Kings. Need to get the sequel, but there's no audio for immersion reading. Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. I have 2 books, I think, on my TBR this month. One of them is almost 700 pages and it doesn't have an audiobook. So I love that for me. Season 1 is general history from prehistory till now. Season 2 is about the royal family. Season 3 was basically a mini series about Amsterdam. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, if it's Dutch, he may not have watched it. Maybe not. I don't know. But that's really cool. Read 60 pages of First Time Caller. Are you loving it? Or at least are you enjoying it? You don't have to be loving it. It's okay. Yeah, I think like the shows that he typically tends to watch are more like medieval. I don't know why, but he really likes medieval style stuff. Um, or like Vikings. He likes all the Viking shows. Um, but he'll basically watch anything that is historical in nature. All right, let's do another sprint. Sorry, I know like during the day there's not as much like chatty bit going on because I know like a lot of people are working and things like that. So we tend to be a little bit more productive and like jump right into back into sprints um if there's not like chats happening, things going on. So that's why I'm not like trying to rush you or anything like that. It's just like if there's not anything going on, then you guys most of the time during the day you guys are like not you guys, but like people are lurking, just because like they're working or they're doing other things. So we'll get right back into a sprint, and that's cool. Um, let's see. Let's do. Oh, it's almost 10. Oh, that's right. You're in Europe. So yeah, it's almost 10 p.m. These are the only ones I can attend as I'm in Europe. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, now that I'm working from home and like I work for myself, I can do daytime sprints. So I am gonna try to do at least I'm gonna try to do like at least one a month up until June, and then obviously we will do a ton of them for Amazing Readathon. And then I also try to do daytime sprints for Patreon as well. I try to like go back and forth between daytime sprints and nighttime sprints because I have people in my Patreon that are both in Europe and here in the States. So because it's only 2 o'clock for me, so it's still very much the middle of my workday. But yeah, let's do 45 minutes, maybe a 50-minute sprint, because actually this will likely be the last sprint, and then we're actually going to redirect to Katie's sprints because hers start in an hour. And so we'll do like a 50-minute sprint, then we'll chat at the end, and then I'm gonna send you guys over there. I'll put the link in the description, but also like it's set up to redirect. So when this finishes, it'll jump you right over to Katie's sprints. And then if you want more sprints, then you can go hang out with her. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I just don't want to like take over her spot because there's always like a lot of overlap as far as like people sprinting. And so that's what we're gonna do. So I will see you all in 50 minutes, and then we'll come back and chat. Hello, welcome back. How did we do for that sprint? I finished my book. I don't know what I'm going to read next, but that is a later problem. And I decided I was going to start working on this. This is what I have so far. It's literally, I just have to do this like center part, but that's the hardest part. So, hoping to get this one finished this week so that I can work on, I have another one that I'm making later. Hello, Julie. Hello. We're actually done sprinting, but we're going to Katie's. We're gonna all go hang out with Katie. I did put the link here for you guys. It starts in like 8 minutes, so you can go and go over there. It'll automatically redirect you. I saw this come in the middle of the sprint, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited that you're loving this book. I hope it continues to be a 6-star read for you. I also did my nails in that sprint because I have found that it is easier to diamond paint with nails on, because when a diamond is out of, like, I don't have to like get my tool to move it. I can just use my nail. Really hard to do with nubby fingers. Got to page 83. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're gonna try to do these more often. Got to 44% in downfall. My copy of Rights of the Starling arrived. Woohoo! I hope you love it. Read 26 pages, made some tea. Oh, nice. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you. Yeah, we've been here a couple hours now. But yeah, we're gonna try to do this. If you're a part of my Patreon, we're gonna do sprints. I believe it's Thursday night. I believe it's the day that it is going to happen. So it is, you guys can still hang out with me. And then we'll probably do public sprints again at some point next month. I just haven't made my May calendar. But thank you all for hanging out with us. And we'll see you on the internet somewhere. My R Fantasy TBR should be coming out likely tomorrow. And then it was supposed to come out today, and that just didn't happen. And then I'll also have a vlog coming out. I actually have a couple of vlogs coming out. So stay tuned for all of that. And yeah, okay. Thank you all for hanging out, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys.